Step right into the vibrant heart of Guyana with HGP TV's freshest series, Inside Culture. Dive deep into the pulsating core of our spirited nation as we unravel the captivating stories embedded in our arts, music, sports, and beyond. A journey to nurture your soul and celebrate our rich heritage. Join us on HGP TV, where Inside Culture brings you closer to the heart and soul of Guyana, airing Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and rebroadcasting on Sundays.
We welcome independence to Guyana. Everybody, jump and be merry. Oh, we welcome independence to Guyana. Thank you, Britain, for the years of colonial ruling. We now sing songs of praise to remember those happy British days. Independence has its purpose, which will not be a racial curse. We know there'll be ups and downs, but the natives will soon settle down. We welcome, oh we welcome, oh we welcome independence to Guyana. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody, jump and be merry. So we welcome independence to Guyana. Let's go now, come on!
Yes, as we are here celebrating Guyana's 58th independence anniversary. And on this episode of Inside Culture, we'll take a journey through the history from the British Guyana to Guyana as it is today. To guide us through, this is Mr. Hamilton Bilal Green. Thank you so much for speaking with me today.
My pleasure.
I absolutely think that independence is such an important thing for young people to know about. They need to know their history and why we became independent. But before we get into that, I want to find out a bit more about you quickly. So you're the former Prime Minister of Guyana. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
Born November the 9th, 1934. So I'll be 90 in November this year.
Wow.
I attended secondary school at Queen's College. After going to Smith's Church, St. Stephen's. At Queen's, I was a champion athlete.
Wow.
I believe I have a record not yet surpassed. As under 17 champion, I won every single track event, 100 yards, 220, 440.
Amazing.
18 hurdles. Nobody has done that since. After leaving school, I began studies to do medicine. My father was a chemist and druggist in Old Boys Town. I got a very serious accident which prevented me traveling then. It kept me away for 12 to 18 months. After that, I entered active politics and never turned back. In 1952, I campaigned with Burnham and Jagan to sensitize people about their rights to vote. Remember, before the Waddington Constitution, you had to qualify to vote at national elections.
Okay.
Qualify either in terms of the salary earned, the property owned, and that sort of thing. Waddington removed those restrictions, and for the first time, persons over 21, irrespective of their status in life, was allowed to vote. That was called universal adult suffrage. As a youngster, I went through, particularly in the south of Georgetown, telling people of their rights to vote. In 1957, I worked with the party, even though I was working with government at the time. The PNC didn't do very well. And I remember my father was very popular in South Georgetown. In fact, he started the first indigenous bank in this country. And I can show you some of the legends I've kept as part of our history. And Davidin invited my father to be present at a meeting at St. Thomas's School in Ketley Street. During the meeting, and it was a mixed group, Indo-African mixed people, Davidin broke off in either Hindi or Urdu to address, obviously, the Indians who were there. My father took me by the hand and walked out of that meeting. My father understood a sputtering of Indian language, and it was the beginning of this Apanjat curse, which has been a burden on us until now. The word isn't used.
What is Apanjat?
Apanjat is the Hindu word meaning vote for your own.
Okay.
It spread like wildfire after split in 1956. I think it's important for young people to know, I'm glad you mentioned young people in the initial statement, because without a knowledge and an understanding of our history, we are unlikely to move ahead to achieve the goal of one people, one nation, one destiny. And so I seek every opportunity as I would today to reflect on our history, because one thing that remains unchanged is the exploitation by one group of another group. And today, as we speak, as we celebrate our independence, painfully, particularly with respect to the use of our God-given natural resources, this has come to the fore. With the old philosophy of the massa, to hark back on 1957, Sidney King, now known as AUC Guyana, campaigned for the East Demerara constituency. Guyana was very popular, and we thought, in what was then the PPP Burnhamite, we will not field a candidate, not want to split King's votes. On the other hand, let me backtrack. Both Jagan and Burnham asked King to work with them, and King refused, saying he was an individual. What the PP did was introduce a fairly unknown political entity, Balram Singh Rai. And with Apanjat, he defeated Sidney King for the East Demerara constituency by a narrow margin. I mention that because without Apanjat, Sidney King would have won 80-90% of the votes because he was popular. After that, we met at a special Congress and decided to change the name from PPP Burnhamite to PP Jaganite. That's how we contested 57 elections. And decided on the change of name, by then I was very active, to People's National Congress, borrowing from the Indian National Congress and the People's Congress in Ghana. So the PNC is a mixture of those two great mass parties who struggled for independence.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403. Furnishing your apartment complex. Kissoon's local and imported line of living room, bedroom, and dining room furniture will have heads turning. Shop in store today. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
For your special events, accentuate your beauty. Always look your best. Book Make Me Up by Vanette Calendar for a professional and relaxing MUA experience. Makeup classes also available. Contact Vanette on 671-8613. Visit our studio at 226 Garnet Street, Kitty. Vanette Calendar, sponsor of Inside Culture. Why Guyana decided to become independent in the first place?
First of all, human history suggests that as a species, we all want to be free. The problem has been over generations and centuries that you have one group who seek to be free, and you have another group who seek to subjugate them. That has been human history in Europe, China, North America, all over the world. That division could either be based on religious beliefs, what we call race, or tribal or caste differences. In India, you had the caste system. In Africa, you have the tribal system. So that as Guyanese, we always wanted to be free from our erstwhile masters. The struggle began in 1763 with Kofi and Akrabe in 1823, because the slaves want to be free. They struck Kwame, Gladstone, and those others. Again, the two factors remain intact. Very people don't realize it, that the Gladstones who came here recently, after the British Parliament gave the slaves their freedom in 1834, and they had this ridiculous thing of 4 years of apprenticeship. An absurdity, but let's talk about that.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So they give you independence, but you have 4 years for them to train you how to be independent? What?
As I said, it is an absurdity. It was called apprenticeship.
Okay.
Ostensibly, to allow the slaves, the manumitted Africans, an opportunity to integrate into a wider society. Mankind wants to be free. So when we got independence in 1966, It was merely a step, albeit a giant step, to be free.
Since independence, what has changed?
Independence was, as we said then, an opportunity to vindicate the suffering of our predecessors or our ancestors, and to open the gateway to freedom where we have control of our natural resources. I think it's important for our young people, and that will be the focus and the gravamen of my remarks, to understand what history has done to us and to do what we can as a people. Afro, Indo, Amerindians, mixed, Chinese, Portuguese, to make that effort, which culminated in lowering for the last time the Union Jack over our country and hoisting for the first time the golden arrowhead at the national park, where our two titans met and embraced. Because for Burnham and Jagan, independence meant the end of an important stage of our struggle for dignity and freedom. And our independence must say to the Europeans and the rest of the world, we want a bigger slice of this cake, which we struggled for. In 1964, in his first speech after getting office, Burnham said,
"This government holds that all the people of this country are equally important, whether they belong to a large group or to a small group. To us, the Amerindians are important. To us, the Chinese are important. To us, the Portuguese are important. To us, the Europeans are important. To us, the mixed races are important. To us, the Africans are important. To us, the Indians are important. In short, all Guyanese are important and valued members of our community, and we cherish them and consider that as a government, it is our duty and privilege to guard, protect, and further the real interests of all."
An important detail, which at first the British seemed to shy away from, was that after a given period, the Guyana Parliament could pass a motion to make us a republic, severing all the ties with the British monarchy. My message for independence this year is to plead with Guyanese to work together, the parliamentary opposition and the government.
Hamilton Green, thank you so much for speaking with me today, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Furnishing your business has never been easier. With our wide range of executive and conference chairs, desk, filing cabinets, and waiting area furniture, there's a style for everyone at a price anyone can afford. Shop in store today. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Your hair is your crown. At Queen P, we specialize in natural, relaxed, and protective hairstyles such as locks, braids, cornrows, and more. We have also created an all-natural hair and skincare line that caters to children, women, and men. Book your appointment today and experience the service you deserve. Call or WhatsApp us now on 680-8620 or follow us on social media at Queen P for our special offers. See you soon.
This is the symbol of our independence. This is the only thing that we have physically that anyone could come and see and understand the importance. And if you look at the sign, it says on May the 22nd, 1966, this arch was presented to the nation, not an individual, by the Demerara Bauxite Company Limited. So this is a gift to the nation, and I think for future, and the children should be able to come and see and understand. This arch represents things that you might be too young to even know. But the three arches you see here, there's a representation for it, and there's a purpose for it built that way. They represent the three counties, Demerara, Essequibo, and Berbice. That's what the three arches represent. And then you see the 6 pillars that holds up the arch. The 6 pillars represent our 6 races. So there is history behind this stuff right here. And then if we could have this added to our calendar for tourists, when they come, you go to places and they take you to places that doesn't carry half of the significance of this. I've traveled the world, and I could tell you, even in the Caribbean, you go some places, and when they line you up to do a tour, they take you to some little thing and say somebody used to live here, and that was it. But when you could come to Guyana and you could see the symbol of our independence, you could take pictures.
Look down from your window, no big city lights, just greenery. I don't know what you come for. Listen up, my dear, we're such a man free. Welcome to the land of many faces, not 1, not 2, but 6 different races. You know when the sun kisses your skin, you're in the right place. G-U-I-A-N-A, oh, that's my beautiful country. G-U-I-A-N-A, one people, one nation, one destiny.
If I think about the ways you make me smile, I'd be sitting here and smiling for a while. Although I know I make you cry sometimes, your happiness is ever on my mind. I cannot repay for everything you've done, but my love for you burns brighter than the sun. No matter where my feet and mind may go, my heart will lead to you and you alone. I'll be holding on to you forevermore. Guyana, Guyana, may the blessings of God never leave your shore.
To everyone at home watching tonight, thank you for joining us on this episode of Inside Culture. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
We welcome independence to Guyana. Everybody jump and be merry. So we welcome independence to Guyana. Hip hip hip, hooray! Hip hip hip, hooray! Hip hip hip, hooray! We welcome independence to Guyana. Everybody jump and Guyana, hooray, and at last, which was indeed a bloody task. O ye nations of this multiracial land, let's rejoice and join our hands. I know agony still fills the air, and it's more than what some people can bear. But forget revenge, O nations of this multiracial land. Let's live and work as one. Can't you see, oh my people? Can't you see that too many lives have lost? Can't you see that we must rule our destiny and rule it until eternity? O nations of Guyana, comrades to your love, let's pray to the great God above.